as they are putting it here, without looking at the interest of our citizens. We cannot be saving the state and at the same time killing the citizen. The citizen, most of the people, especially from the northwest that I know, they are not equated with gunshots. It's common for you to say that when you are traveling to the northwest, they start telling you are going to hear gunshots. So we should know that the area has not been secured for a period of time now, and the minister should take into consideration, the governor should take into consideration such things. And I will not take your time. With this issue of contracts, we have contract of specified duration. When it comes to contract of specified duration, you cannot dismiss anybody within the contract of specified duration without giving the person a prior notice. I have seen areas within the public sector, especially within this short time, where people have been dismissed unjustifiably because of maybe their involvement in politics or their involvement in some kind of they were working in the public sector, but they were fired. And with contract of unspecified duration, you can dismiss anybody at any time in as far as you have informed the labor inspector, and maybe the National Labor Advisory Board is aware, and you must notify the person through writing. Yes, you must make sure that you put it down in writing, you drop it to the person. You should not you should not just feel that since the person is under you, you can just take any measure and you will go free. And the labor inspector and the National Advisory Board should sit up, because most of this saga that are going on within the public sector or public service today is because they are not doing their job. They feel that it's just leaning on the chair and moving the chair left and right. That is the office. That is not the office. The office is the task that you are out to accomplish.
I love that legal insight there. Okay, just in a sentence, or just in a word, you give me an answer just in a word. Who should have the blame here? Is it, of all what you have analyzed, is it the administration or the employee?
Is the administration. Okay. The administration should make sure that they take people on merit.
Okay. Doctor?
Yes, before I conclude, I will not say it's not only a problem of the administrators.
Okay.
It's a holistic problem. The administrators and those who have been employed. It's both parties, holistic. So everybody must be responsible. You must be responsible for your state, and the state also must be responsible for you. It's a two-way agenda. So I want to also conclude by saying that I'll conclude from an educationist perspective. I want to say that incentive is a motivation. And I feel that...
which is very lucky.
I feel that most of these teachers do not even receive incentive. There are minimum package that are given to schools, and some principals take and eat alone. Selfishness, egoism, bad governance. And I think that incentive is a motivation. When you give incentive, it will lead to what we call in education job satisfaction. Because everybody wants to be satisfied. Everybody. So incentive is a parameter, it's a kind of motivation to all workers. And some of these principals who have seen where they have embezzled money that we're supposed to give small incentive to teachers. Last time we talked of the Minister of Secondary Education that was to give some money to schools, lay private schools. Up to today, who is accountable for that money? We haven't heard of anything, Mr. Moderator. They think it's a slow process. It's a process that we blame the government and we also blame the teachers. It's a difficult process.
Yes, the money was given, but
some schools have not yet received, and there's no accountability in that. So what I am concluding and what I am saying is that job satisfaction, for teachers to have job satisfaction, for people to have job satisfaction at the workplace, incentive must be given to everybody. And lastly, the issue of professional ethics. Professional ethics is very important at your job place. What is professional ethics? You as a worker must know that as you get up at 8 a.m., you should be at your job place. We know of people in the public service in this country, Mr. Mwambo. Go to regional delegations in this country where you even want to a DOS office.
By 9 a.m.
to some DOS office where you even want to certify a document, you will not see the worker on seat. Some people go to their job site at 11 a.m. It is not like that anywhere, Mr. Moderator. Our people must wake up everywhere in this country. The issue of laissez-faire in this country is too much. People go to their job site at 11 a.m. and close at 2 a.m. Wonders, and you want to receive salaries. It's poor. It's poor, Mr. Mambo William.
Okay.
And also the social climate of our workplaces must be conducive. Meaning that the boss must not be a kind of boss. A boss should, an administrator should be a leader and not a boss, because some social climate, some working environment are so harsh in such a way that some bosses have monopolized their working places, and the workers below see themselves as inferior. The inferiority complex there. And lastly, the issue of values. We as individuals at our job places, we must have value for ourselves and value for our country.
Especially those who make the money.
To build our country. Don't receive money, don't work for it. It's poor.
Okay, Doctor, Mr. Njamosiri.
Yes, as take-home message concerning this topic, I will start by blaming the teachers that were rolled out, by saying that it was necessary that bad faith should not proceed. And like the governor of the Northwest region, I think other governors should equally scout, especially the two governors in the Northwest and Southwest, for people who are unjustly taking state funds to be tried under the criminal procedure, the penal code, which because they are embezzling government state fund, they receive money that they have not worked, and so they should be brought to the court of law. Then also to the administrative authority, the governor of the Southwest, that haven't brought up an injunction about what is happening, because there is a preceding to the sanction. The preceding is the Anglophone crisis that the Bias government is playing a delaying tactic to bring a lasting solution. And so it becomes very problematic that he takes the law into his hand to punish a counterpart, to punish a people who are victims of situation. Because come to think that when peace does not reign somewhere, whose fault? It is. I was just reading the constitution of the country, of the land, before you gave me the floor. It is a responsibility of the government in place to establish peace, a serene atmosphere. It is the first prerogative of Mr. Pobia as the head of state.
And all of us are the government.
And so once those things, and the governor is in the Northwest representing the head of state. Okay. And so once those things do not precede the decision, he shouldn't take that decision.
Okay, I want to say we shall take the next two topics left, and so we shall use 20 minutes for each of the topics.